Good evening, baseball fans. How you doing? Welcome to episode 14 of MLB Hot Takes. Let's get to it. And what is going on, baseball fans? Hello. How are we doing? A lot of familiar faces in the chat, like always. What is going on? Hirsch Viril, John Sullivan, Jacob Toon has now been a member for 8 months. Jacob, thank you so much, my friend. Nicholas, one of our moderators, is here. Baseball God, Kevin, what's going on? Bobby, Jakey Boy, hello. Orlando Castillo, Whitgiz, what's going on? How you doing? Ted Evans, another member. Thank you so much for coming out, my friend. Ratchet, King Yellowman, Ferris, Ethan, Demon. Who else we got? Am I missing anyone? Ryan, what's going on? How are we doing? It's Kat. Hello. How are we doing? Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Hot Takes, where you all give me some hot takes, and I'm going to basically tell you if I agree with them or disagree with them. I think we have 10 tonight. Usually I go for 10. Hopefully my potato brain can count, and I have all 10 here. Hey, we're just getting into this baseball season. The excitement of opening day, opening week, that's pretty much worn off by now. And now we're pretty much into it. We're fast approaching here the month of May, so we're almost through the first month of the season. And hey, not really a whole lot going on. I feel like lately it's a little dead in the baseball world right now. We're not getting as many viewers like we were in the off season. I mean, we were getting, 500, 1,000 people in the streams before the season started. And now we're looking at around 100 people every night, which is okay. But that just tells me people are, there's not really a whole lot going on during this time in baseball season. It's early on. There's no trades. There's no rumors. There's nothing. It's really, and there's no excitement of the playoffs. You're not really into the meaty, exciting stuff of the baseball season just yet, but that's okay. We're going to keep chugging along here, and we're going to talk baseball as much as we can. And also, Jacob Toon, I have to say that as well. I just saw your comment. YouTube doesn't want to send out the notifications. I'm not sure what, because I remember I used to go live, and I would always get, even though I'm on my own channel, I would still, whoa, super chat, con man, 752, but I used to get the notifications even on my account. I don't know why, but I don't know. I don't know if those notifications are going out, so everyone please hit the notification bell. Comment 752, getting things started hot with a $10 super chat. Looks like my hot take from your last stream was right. Gonna repeat it. O's pitching will be top 5 to 10, 1.04 total ERA versus the A's. Now the offense just needs to do better than a one run a game. Yeah. When we talked, me and Josh, we were talking on the week ahead earlier. This past Monday, don't forget, we're going to be going live every single Monday night to talk about the week ahead. But yeah, like you said, Con Man, the Orioles, they have been doing really well with their pitching. As a Red Sox fan, I've always known the Orioles to be an incredibly pesky team. They're always a tough matchup for my Red Sox. They're always a tough matchup for the Yankees, the Blue Jays, the Rays. They're always just that pesky divisional team. So let's see if they can keep it going. Comman 752, thank you so much. Getting hot takes started off in a hot way tonight with a $10 super chat. But before I do get started, like I always do, if you are new, think about hitting that subscribe button, hit that like button, everyone. Everyone, the goal for tonight, I want 100 likes tonight. 100 likes on the night. Let's see if we can get there. Like I said earlier, I'm not sure if those notifications are going out or not. I feel like I'm hearing mixed things. I feel like some people are getting the notifications, some people are not getting the notifications. So just in case, double check if you have that notification bell clicked and make sure you click it if it's not. Also, hey, share this on Twitter if you can. Post it on Twitter, post it on Instagram, go to grandma's down the road, let her know we are live. Also, we do have some partnerships here. If you're going to a game at all this year, go check out SeatGeek. Go see if you can find any deals. And if you do, go use my code Hyde, $20 off your first purchase. I have used SeatGeek before. And hey, I have found a couple of good deals on there myself. Also, we are partnered with Prize Picks. Use my code Ginger. If you're into DraftKings, if you're into FanDuel, go give Prize Picks a shot. You're going up against the system. You're going up against the computer. You're doing over-unders. I actually won myself $10 just the other day. I'm telling you, if you're looking to maybe bet some money, if you want to, play that kind of a game, then go for it. Go check out Prize Picks. If you use my code Ginger, they'll 100% match your first deposit. So, and actually, before I do get started, I actually made a couple of picks on Prize Picks. Just to give you a rundown of how Prize Picks works. So for tonight, I decided to put down $20, and my two picks for tonight, I went with Miles Mikolas getting at least 4 strikeouts tonight against the Marlins. And last time I checked, he had 5, so I've already won that one. And then my other one was Luis Severino getting 27.5 on his picture fantasy score. So he actually had a pretty decent outing tonight. I'm not sure if it's going to come out to 27.5 or not, but we're going to have to wait and see. But like I said, I have won a little bit here. I've won $25 so far. So let's see if we can come through with a few extra bucks here tonight. So definitely go check out Prize Picks. I'm a big fan of it. I don't like to, get too heavy into the sports betting, but, sometimes I get that little bit of an itch. But anyway, if you need to try and win a few extra bucks, go check it out. So, but let's get to it, everyone. Let's get to the hot takes tonight. We got some juicy ones here. Let's get the music ready for you. I'm seeing some people are starting to trickle on in. Thank you for joining tonight for Hot Takes, our 14th episode. That is fantastic. So let's get the music going. Let's get the vibes right. All right, here we go. So, but really quick, before I do get into the hot takes, let's go check out just what's going on in the world of baseball right now. Try and see if we can get a few more people to trickle on in so they don't miss anything. Miguel Cabrera, I believe, is 1 hit away from 3,000 hits. So a big milestone coming up. My Red Sox, they are down right now 5-1. They won yesterday. Hey, pretty cool tribute tonight for Jerry Remy. Hey, man, couldn't help but feel a bit of a certain way about that video package. So beautiful ceremony tonight for Jerry Remy. Rest in peace. But Shohei Ohtani, he is dealing tonight against the Astros. And honestly, hey, Cardinals Marlins. I was just talking about how I on Prize Picks I put a bet down for Miles Mikolas to get at least 4 strikeouts. What a pitching duel they are having tonight. Yankees holding on to a slim 5-3 lead. Luis Severino pitched very well. The Tigers starting to mount a bit of a comeback. Diamondbacks blowing out the Nationals. Giants, Mets. Giants looking very good tonight. Let's actually pull this up. I haven't quite looked at the exact numbers for tonight, but Giants in a nice, comfortable lead. But let's take a look. Who pitched for them tonight? Carlos Rodon. Carlos Rodon, man, he continues to pitch extremely well, man. You really got to love what he is doing for the Giants. 3 hits allowed tonight, 8 strikeouts on the night. For the Mets tonight, they had Bassett. He got hit around a little bit. So moving on, checking out the Red Sox and the Blue Jays. Pivetta, man, I'm not sure what's going on with Pivetta. I'm thinking, man, I don't know. I'm wondering if they maybe have to make some kind of a move here with Pivetta because this guy is getting knocked around. He has an ERA in the 10s. I'm thinking they're going to have to skip a start with him because he has not had it this year. He was not very good in the second half last year. He was really good in the postseason, but this year, I'm not quite sure. But for the Blue Jays, on the other hand, Jose Berrios, hey, he's given up 8 hits tonight, but he's worked his way through this lineup. Very good night for Jose Berrios overall. Close game in Kansas City. We got a 1-0 lead as of right now with the Royals. Lynch, he's thrown a good game overall. 5 innings, 2 strikeouts, 3 hits allowed. For the Twins, Paddock, didn't go or he's got 4 innings so far. Hasn't, wait and see if he can go a little deeper. He's at 52 pitches, so he's having himself a good night. Let's see if he can keep it going. But we have a couple other games that are coming on. Texas-Seattle is warming up. Milwaukee beating the Pirates today. The Guardians just completely blowing out the White Sox earlier on. Were these all? Yeah, these games are all today. So, yeah, Guardians, man, 11 runs on those White Sox, man, and then winning again 2-1. Gotta love it, man. The Guardians, they're looking pretty good, man. They're looking pretty good. So, let's go back over here. But yeah, the big one that we're waiting on, Miguel Cabrera, if he can get that 3,000th hit. I think he is at 2,999 right now. So, but again, Guardians taking both games against the White Sox today. Great offense from the Guardians today and good pitching overall. Phillies 9-6 against the Rockies today. Dodgers beating the Braves 5-1. Padres shutting out the Reds. Mackenzie Gore looked fantastic today. Orioles, hey, we just talked from Command 752, 1-0 win against the A's today. The Orioles, man, hey, man, they can pitch. But let's get to the hot takes. Let's get to the hot takes, shall we? So let's get to the first one. Like I said, we have 10 overall. Is this really a hot take? I'm not really sure. But you know what? I wanted to talk about it because it's just a hot story overall. Let's start off with Aaron Judge. Animal Magic submitted this. Judge gets over $300 million for 10 years and leaves New York after the season. Now, let's go take a look here. Let's pull up Judge's numbers so far. Here we go. So Aaron Judge, in case you're living under a rock, Aaron Judge got a big offer from the Yankees, which I thought was a healthy offer. I really thought it was a pretty nice offer from the Yankees. And he's deciding that he wants to bet on himself. He feels like he can get more, and it's looking like he's going to go to free agency. Overall, through 11 games, he's hitting .250, .333 on base. Not a whole lot going on with Aaron Judge, a 120 WRC+, but we still got a ways to go. Only 1 run driven in so far. A little slow start, a bit of a slow start to the season, but we all know what Aaron Judge can do when he is healthy. Now, the question is, will the Yankees... It's funny with the Yankees because usually they hang on to their guys. They always want to hang on to their guys. Not very often someone else goes, to another team, if they've been with the Yankees their entire career. One case was Robinson Cano going to the Mariners. A lot of people were very surprised when he ended up leaving the Yankees. Could Aaron Judge be that next guy? We're going to have to wait and see. But there are some teams out there where I'm wondering if he hits free agency. I'm wondering, man, who could possibly, take a bite on Aaron Judge? If we're taking a look at the guys, I know we're still very far away from this right now, but some teams that I wonder, he's a California guy. Could maybe, Will Myers, I believe Will Myers is going to be, I think they have a player option on him. Payroll. I believe it is a player option. Yeah, so, or sorry, not player option, club option. So I could totally see the Padres maybe trying to make a move for Aaron Judge. I could totally see something like that. They're going to have a lot of money coming off the books, so why not? I could totally see the Padres doing it. Right now, the Rangers, you have Cole Calhoun. They did already spend a lot of money on Semien and Seager. Could that possibly be a guy you go after? I don't know if the Red Sox will jump in on it. I would probably say no on that. Probably say no on the Blue Jays. Maybe the Braves. I don't know if they would give that kind of money. If they're not going to give that money to, they didn't want to go that extra mile for Freeman. I don't see the Braves. The Angels. I wonder if the Angels, they probably hold off. I feel like the Angels, they're kind of changing how they're approaching things. I feel like they're going to probably focus more on pitching in the next few years. So probably not the Royals, probably not the Brewers, not the Rays. The Tigers are an interesting one. Taking a look at the Detroit Tigers, this is an up-and-coming team. Robbie Grossman is a free agent after this year. Could the Tigers maybe go in? They were looking at giving the money to Carlos Correa. Could they maybe go after Aaron Judge? instead. I feel like that could be a pretty nice fit. Aaron Judge on the Tigers, I could absolutely see something like that. Maybe a team like the Giants, but I don't know. They don't like to spend that kind of money. So moving on here, I mean, just looking at some other teams, you know, maybe the White Sox, possibly. I don't know about that. You know, it's funny enough, there was a story about the Mets, you know, saying that they're probably not going to go hard after Aaron Judge. So, I mean, you already have Marte there for a few years, so I guess you don't really need to do that. But I don't know. Could the Mariners possibly get involved? I mean, I know you got Julio Rodriguez. You got a lot of young guys there, but possibly. Probably not the Cubs. I believe Michael Brantley. Now, this would be an interesting one, but Michael Brantley is a free agent after this year. Could the Astros maybe take a bite on Aaron Judge? Would Aaron Judge even want to go there? I don't know. I mean, the Dodgers, probably not. You already got Mookie Betts. Obviously, the Yankees are definitely a possibility. Could the Nationals? You know, there's a lot of teams out there that would love to have Aaron Judge. I mean, there's no denying that. I do wonder if he ends up just staying with the Yankees, but then again, I don't know. The Yankees, you know, they a lot of people were thinking they were going to go out and go get themselves a shortstop. I know Aaron Judge is one of their guys, but when you're looking at someone like Aaron Judge, I mean, hold on, let me see if I literally just had his stats pulled up. Here we go. So Aaron Judge, you know, he's 29 years old. He's almost 30. So he will be into his 30s when he becomes a free agent. So I would imagine now, also, the other part of that hot take said a 10-year deal. I wonder, you know, would a team be willing to go the 10 years? You know, look what happened with Carlos Correa. He wanted a long-term 10-year deal. Didn't end up getting it. He got himself a short-term deal. So could we end up seeing a bit of a creative contract similar to what Carlos Correa got? We'll have to wait and see. Because don't forget, Aaron Judge, he has had his limitations with his playing time over the years. He was fine last year, but this is a guy where this is what I was saying. This is a big year for Aaron Judge. So, you know, when it comes to health, so he needs to stay on the field this year, because if this guy goes down with some kind of an injury or something, that's really going to hurt his value. So, Aaron Judge, I could totally see. I don't know, man. Maybe $300 million. I could see maybe not too much higher than that if you were to go above the 300. So, but I definitely think there is a possibility Aaron Judge absolutely ends up leaving the Yankees. He'll become a free agent. He'll test the market, but will he end up going to another team? I definitely think it's possible. You know, we'll have to wait and see. But let's move on to our next hot take. So, speaking of the Yankees, speaking of an outfielder on the Yankees, we got Mr. Joey Gallo, who was a big-time addition with the Yankees this past trade deadline. But now, all of a sudden, this guy's just having himself a rough season. Zachary Goldstein, what is going on? He says here, Joey Gallo is the worst player in baseball. But then again, there's also this as well. From Davis Gorman, Yankees deal Joey Gallo. Could the Yankees actually trade Joey Gallo? So let's kind of kill two birds with one stone here. First off, let's look at Joey Gallo. Let's look at his numbers. You know what you're getting with Joey Gallo. You know what you're getting. You're getting a lot of home runs, a lot of RBIs, extra base hits, but you're also getting a low batting average, and you're getting a lot of strikeouts. So with Joey Gallo, he has had an abysmal start to this season. He's hitting 121, a 256 on base, a 121 slugging, a 26 WRC plus, no home runs. I don't believe he even has an extra base hit. I could be wrong. Does he have an extra base hit? Let's see. No, he has no extra base hits. He has 4 singles, and that's it. No triples, no doubles. He has been horrendous. 15 strikeouts, over 33 plate appearances. He has struck out almost half of his at-bats. So that is no bueno. Now, a lot of people think, hey, Joey Gallo, they got to trade this guy. But then there's a lot of people out there that's including this hot take that we received earlier, saying, hey, we need to trade this guy. But then there's also a lot of people out there that say, how the heck are you going to trade Joey Gallo? His value is just completely shot. Well, let's go take a look at baseball trade values. What the heck? We're getting some ads popping up here. So taking a look here, they do keep this updated pretty frequently. So let's take a look at what Gallo's contract or his value would look like right now. So honestly, I would still think it's high because he still has a couple of years of control. It's still 16. You're still going to get something for Gallo, at least on paper here. Obviously, right now, this is also based off of projections, too. I don't think he's going to be this bad. I think he will come out of it. Gallo is a bit streaky. He's always been a streaky hitter. When the guy is hot, he's hot. But when he's cold, and he's off to a really cold start. I do think Gallo is going to end up coming out of it. Let's actually take a look here. Joey Gallo, let's actually pull up the splits. I have not looked up these splits. Let's see how he has done in his career month to month. I'm actually interested in this because I have not looked at it. So, he's actually, when it comes to his career, he's actually been better in the first half. Higher OPS. Below batting average either way, but he's been a little better in the first half. But let's go take a look at the months. Let's break it down here. Months. Baseball Reference, you're killing me. Here we go. Season totals. Here we go. Months. So, in the month of April, his career OPS has been an 819. In the month of May, he's been at an 842. And in the month of June, he's been at an 881. So he's actually been pretty, for Joey Gallo, he's actually been pretty good in the first month. So this is probably this has to be probably the worst start of his career. At least it ranks up there. I don't know I don't remember if he's ever gotten off to this bad of a start before through 11 games, but it is pretty rough. Let's actually see here. Where does Joey Gallo rank as of right now? So he has the 9th worst Fangraph WAR. As of right now, Franmil Reyes is the worst player with Brendan Rodgers in baseball right now. Joey Votto's right here. You got some guys here. Look at Marcus Semien. Marcus Semien's at number 11 too. There's a lot of guys getting off to some slow starts. Nelson Cruz is off to a slow start. Marcus Semien, Bobby Witt Jr. This is a guy, everyone was giving this guy Rookie of the Year already. He's off to a really slow start. There's a lot of other guys. Kyle Tucker had a really good year last year. He's off to a slow start. So, I think it's easy to pick on Joey Gallo just because, he's in New York. He's with the Yankees. Joey Gallo is kind of a lightning rod of a player because he's that enigma of a player where hits a ton of home runs. He drives in a ton of runs. He hits moon shots, but then he strikes out a lot. It's easy to debate over Joey Gallo, and that's why I feel like he is such a lightning rod right now. There's a lot of other guys struggling right now, but you're not hearing anyone talking about Marcus Semien. You're not hearing anyone, talking about who else? Look at Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts is off to a really slow start. Bo Bichette is off to a really slow start. So there's a lot of guys here that are off to slow starts, but you're not hearing anything about them. But you're hearing about Joey Gallo a lot. So I say pump the brakes on Joey Gallo a little bit. I think he is going to end up being fine. His bat, everything works in Yankee Stadium. I think he's going to be fine. I think he ends up, whatever he does for the rest of the month, whatever. But I think he starts heating up over the next couple of months. And let's be real, right now you're not going to get anything for Joey Gallo because I know his trade value on Baseball Trade Values is $16 million. But right now you're not going to get anything for the guy. So if he ends up doing not great for the Yankees for the rest of the first half, could the Yankees explore a trade? I wouldn't count it out. I mean, I think, with Joey Gallo, I'm sure teams are always interested in that kind of a player. But we're going to have to wait and see. But I say pump the brakes on Joey Gallo, at least for right now. So let's move on here. Let's move on. Let's talk a little, stay in the American League. Let's move on to this one. And I think this guy, he had a lot of guys. We just mentioned Bobby Witt Jr. earlier in the Rookie of the Year. A lot of people, they're going Julio Rodriguez. They're going Bobby Witt Jr. I went with Steven Kwan as my Rookie of the Year. But not a lot of people are paying attention to Carlos Correa's replacement in Houston, Jeremy Pena. So I actually got two here. Pena has a better overall season than Carlos Correa, says Josh, justifying the Astros moving on from Correa. And Thorpo says Jeremy Pena, AL Rookie of the Year. Oh my. Let's go take a look at this. Jeremy Pena, he's off to a very good start. Really liking what he's doing. Hold on 1 second here. Okay, that's good. Hold on 1 second. I'm changing the music here. There we go. All right, so moving on. Jeremy Pena, he's off to a really solid start so far through 10 games. Hitting .333, a .375 on base, .639 slugging, 2 home runs already. He's doing great. He's playing some good defense out there at shortstop. You got to love it. Let's actually go to more of the advanced numbers as of right now. He already has 2 defensive runs saved. He has 3 outs above average on Baseball Savant. So, hey, Jeremy Pena, he's off to a very good start with the bat and the glove. I think there's a real chance that he absolutely could be a Rookie of the Year candidate. When it comes to Rookie of the Year, you tend to see a lot of the higher prospects get more love because they're obviously top prospects and they've put up amazing numbers in the minor leagues. Jeremy Pena is one of those rookies. I'm surprised you haven't heard more about him because this is the guy taking over for one of the best shortstops in the game, Carlos Correa. I would imagine someone like Jeremy Pena would have more of a magnifying glass on him. You know what I mean? Like, this is the guy that's stepping in place for the shortstop that was in the World Series last year. You would think Jeremy Pena would have more attention, but he's not. You're not really hearing too much about him. You're hearing more about, guys like Julio Rodriguez, Bobby Witt Jr., Steven Kwan was the hot topic, was the big news, or the what am I trying to say? The hot story on the street. So, but nothing about Jeremy Pena. If we go take a look at the current rookie leaderboards, as of right now, Seiya Suzuki, he's off to a great start this year as well. Seiya Suzuki is like he's one of those rookies that are, it's almost like an unfair advantage that he's a rookie because Seiya Suzuki has been playing pro ball for a while. Like, he's 27 years old. He's been playing in Japan. So it's like, he's a rookie technically, but to me, he's a little better than a rookie, I would say. But if you take a look, number 2 right now, Jeremy Pena. He's number 2 overall, and he is leading the National League when it comes to rookies. Coming in second as of right now in the National League is Seth Beer. So Jeremy Pena, I completely just had a potato moment. Jeremy Pena is in the American League. I meant to say Seiya Suzuki is in the National League, and Seth Beer is behind him. Jeremy Pena is first in the American League, or he's tied with Steven Kwan in the American League. So the better thing about I think where Jeremy Pena has an advantage over Kwan right now is he's playing good defense out there. Jeremy Pena already with a 0.5 defense, but Kwan is at a negative 0.4. So keep an eye on that. Jeremy Pena also has 2 home runs. So while Kwan has a way better on-base percentage right now, Pena has the better slugging right now. So, but yeah, I think this could be an interesting, a very interesting race between these two in the end, unless some other guys start coming up the ranks. We'll have to wait and see. So, but Jeremy Pena, I absolutely think he is a legit contender for American League Rookie of the Year. But if we go take a look now, the other one said he's going to have a better season than Carlos Correa. Now, I might have to sell on that. So as of right now, again, Jeremy Pena, 10 games. He has a 0.6 Fangraph WAR. He is actually having a better season right now than Carlos Correa. Carlos Correa right now, he's off to that's another guy that's off to a slow start. Hitting 184. He's got a slugging of 316, a 79 WRC plus. So Jeremy Pena, his replacement, is off to a better start. But I think Carlos Correa, eventually, he's going to heat up and he's going to end up being fine. I think Jeremy Pena, he's going to have himself a good season. I think he ends up, or Carlos Correa ends up doing better than Jeremy Pena. So, taking a look here, we have another few hot takes to go over. So, moving on. Speaking of awards, awards, I can't talk right now. Let's go to the St. Louis Cardinals. We got a couple of guys. Could they be right there at the top of contention for National League MVP? For the Cardinals, says Venom Worley, a battle of the birds in St. Louis. Nolan Arenado and Tyler O'Neill battle it out for MVP, and Nolan wins his first career MVP. I'm going to be honest with you. You know, coming into this season, I didn't think of Nolan Arenado as a legit MVP candidate. But when you really think about it, his defense is always amazing. So you can always count on Nolan Arenado to give you amazing defense at third. The problem with Arenado in the last couple of years is his on-base percentage has been down from what he was putting up with the Rockies, and his slugging percentage has been lower than what he was doing with the Rockies. So people were thinking, is this kind of what Nolan Arenado is with the bat? But if you look at Nolan Arenado, this guy is off to a scorching start this year in St. Louis. He's hitting 382, 462 on base, 882 slugging, a 277 WRC plus, 4 home runs already. He's off to an amazing start. But let's also go take a look here at Tyler O'Neill. This guy was fantastic last year. And let's get an update here on Tyler O'Neill. What the heck is he up to? As we can see with Tyler O'Neill, he's off to a fine start himself. 9 games, hitting 281 with a 359 on base, a 406 slugging. You know, it could be higher with the slugging, but a 123 WRC plus. Tyler O'Neill, he put up really good numbers last year. 34 homers. He had a 144 WRC plus. I absolutely think both of these guys could be in the top 5 when it comes to MVP. And you know what? Because of Nolan Arenado's glove, which he always has an amazing glove every single year, I think if you keep this pace that he's on, I think he's easily a legit MVP contender. Easily. Tyler O'Neill, I think we'll have to wait and see, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if these two end up being in the top 5, at least both in the top 10 when it comes to MVP voting. So I'll definitely buy Nolan Arenado on that. Tyler O'Neill, I'll kind of be a little more cautious about that one. But I think Tyler O'Neill easily, with what the kind of bat that he brings to the table, I think Tyler O'Neill could be an MVP, at least a candidate. Nolan Arenado, I'll give the edge for right now. So Gregory Woolridge, I'm seeing a super chat coming in, a $10 super chat from Gregory Woolridge. Let's make sure we hit that like button, he says. Gregory, thank you so much. Everyone, that is a great reminder. If you can, we got 40 people in here right now. Hit that like button for me. We're at 54 likes as of right now. The goal tonight is to get to 100. I don't know. It's looking like it's a down night tonight for hot takes. The viewership has been a little down lately, not just my channel, across other channels as well. So let's see if we can get to the 100 likes. Let's see if we can get this out there into the algorithm. So please hit that like button. Gregory, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Really do appreciate that, my friend. So Let's move on here. Let's move on. Stick with the awards. Stick with the awards. We got an interesting one here. Could this guy maybe finally put it together? We've seen things said about this guy in the past where this guy could be one of the better pitchers in the game, but he's gotten knocked around. He's been up and down, but he's looked pretty good so far. Could Andrew Heaney win a Cy Young Award? Could you imagine if Andrew Heaney at the end of the season is in Cy Young contention? I mean, what? Andrew Heaney, don't forget with him, this is a guy, he was the 9th overall pick back in 2012. 2 starts so far. Not a lot of innings, about 5 innings per start on average. He hasn't given up a run yet, but he has a FIP of 1.12. His strikeout rate is at around 14 strikeouts per 9 right now. He's off to a fantastic start. Now, here's the thing with Andrew Heaney. Now, let's go take a look at some of the advanced numbers on Baseball Savant. Now, here's where I think, now, am I going to buy him being a Cy Young candidate? As of right now, no. I think that would just be irresponsible to buy it, just be based off of his track record. But the Dodgers have a way with some of these pitchers that they've brought in to help turn them around. And Andrew Heaney, as of right now, if we take a look at the numbers on Baseball Savant, he has given up some hard hit balls. That is something to keep an eye on. That's something to keep an eye on with him. He's definitely given up some hard hit stuff. But everything else right now, all the expected numbers, way up. Barrels, he's in the top 50%. Ton of strikeouts. He's in the top half of walks right now. He's off to a really good start. If we go take a look at his numbers when it comes to his pitches right now, he's getting a ton of life on his fastball right now, and he's getting a ton of movement on his changeup. So he's really using that four-seamer and the changeup as of right now, and that's really helping him. So the changeup, well, funny enough, he has not used that changeup all that much, but when he has thrown it, it's looked really good. He's mainly been four-seamer and the slider. The slider, however, he's not doing very well with that slider when it comes to movement. It's not getting a lot of horizontal movement. If you look, it's -5 inches less than the average. So, you know, the changeup, I don't know why he's not throwing this changeup more, because he's getting a ton of movement on it. I mean, look at this. He's getting 2.9 inches more of horizontal movement compared to the average. He needs to throw this changeup a little bit more. But it's funny enough, with his slider, he's not getting a ton of movement on it, but he's got a -3 run value as of right now. So interesting how that's working out. But I don't know. Whatever he's doing here, it's working for him so far. Is he a Cy Young candidate? I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. I mean, it's way too early to tell. His track record has said otherwise in the past, but let's wait and see what Andrew Heaney ends up doing. For right now, I am going to sell, but could we end up maybe seeing him in contention down the road? I mean, we've seen weirder things before. Let's wait and see. Let's talk about his teammate, Walker Bueller. This one, I don't know about this one. Walker Bueller is overrated. Oh, man. I don't know about this one. I don't know. This one is a little, that's a little, I might have to, but let's go look into it, shall we? Let's go look into it. I mean, if we look at Walker Bueller, I mean, yeah, 3 starts so far, 15 innings, ERA in the 4s, FIP of about 4.5. You know, kind of a whatever start, but this guy's track record, I don't know, man. I don't know. The guy's got great stuff. Now, it depends on how you're defining overrated. Is Walker Bueller at the level of a Jacob deGrom, of a Max Scherzer, of a Garrett Cole? You could maybe make the argument Garrett Cole, he's right now in this moment, because Garrett Cole has not done very good so far. You could make the argument that Walker Bueller's up there with Garrett Cole, but is he a Jacob deGrom when healthy? Is he a Max Scherzer? I don't know if he's at that level. Now, overrated with this hot take could mean a lot of things. Now, as one of the better pitchers, the top pitchers in the game, I definitely think he is. I mean, I don't think you can deny that because, I mean, his track record and the stuff, the velocity, the movement on his pitches, the postseason performances, you have to consider him one of the better pitchers in the game, one of the best pitchers in the game. Now, is he legendary status like Max Scherzer right now or like Jacob deGrom? No, I don't think he's at the tippy top when it comes to those kind of names, but he's right below that, I think. You know, is he a Pedro Martinez? Is he a Randy Johnson? No. I think he's like an Oral Hershiser on steroids, if that makes any sense. I really think he kind of reminds me of Hershiser in a way, but just better velocity, better movement, you know, better stuff. If that makes any sense, I don't know why I'm sort of correlating those two, but, you know, just when it comes to like a righty kind of a guy, every time I think of like a righty with the Dodgers, I just always think of Oral Hershiser. I don't know why. But Walker Bueller, I guess, I think the hot take, this is kind of why I picked it, because you can kind of dive into it a little bit. I don't think he's overrated in terms of being one of the best pitchers in the game. I think he is one of the best pitchers in the game. I think his track record fully shows that. I don't think there's any question. But is he in that like top 1%? I don't know. Is he top 3%? Yeah, I think he's there. I think he's up there. But top 1? I don't know if he's quite there, right? But I'm saying that like it's a bad thing. But, you know, who would I rather give the ball to in a big game? Max Scherzer or Walker Bueller? I'd go Scherzer, honestly. I would. You know, I would. Bueller, I would love to have a Walker Bueller in my rotation. But I don't know if I consider, I'd probably say Walker Bueller top 2%. Top 2. Maybe not top 1. Maybe not top 1. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. But overall, I know he is off to a bit of he's not really off to a bad start at all. The strikeouts are in the 6s right now. You know, I mean, it's whatever. It's not really like a bad start, but it's not an amazing, great start. So he's off to kind of just a whatever start right now. He's going to end up being fine. I have no doubts about that. So, Truth Sick, why are we comparing Scherzer to Bueller? Because I'm kind of talking more about the hot take itself, because the hot take said Bueller is overrated. Well, I guess that could mean a few things, right? That could mean, do you mean overrated as in one of the better pitchers in the game? Or is he saying he's overrated, people thinking he's like the best pitcher in the game? I could see maybe some people out there thinking, you know, Walker Bueller is like the best pitcher in the game. I've seen some stuff like that. Go on Reddit, you'll see stuff like that. But I think he is one of the best. Is he the best? I wouldn't say he's the best. I would say he's easily, you know, top 10. So, but let me know. Where do you think Walker Bueller ranks in pitchers? Do you think he's top 10? Do you think he's top 5? Let me know. Moving on to our next hot take. We got a couple more here. What's going on with the Seattle Mariners? They're always a pretty hot team to talk about. Seattle Mariners. And actually, speaking of the Mariners, I'm actually putting together a video. What I am going to be doing is I'm going to be bringing back classic team reviews. So if you didn't catch any of those, I did a couple of those last year where I think I did videos on the Nationals, the 2019 Nationals, and I did another one on, I can't remember the other team that I did, but I think I did one or two other teams. I can't fully remember. But I'm doing a video, a classic rewind of the 2001 Seattle Mariners. So be on the lookout for that. I'm going to start diving into just kind of, you know, throwing it back, you know, talking about some old teams, talking about individual player seasons. I'm going to start talking about just individual seasons in themselves. I love one thing about baseball that I love is you can always go look back on something. And I'm always interested in that. There's still, you all do it at home. Sometimes you'll be bored and, you know what? I'm going to go look up some highlights of the 2014 Giants, right? Or you're going to go look up Barry Bonds, his 2001 season, right? So I want to start doing videos on that. I want to start doing flashbacks to old seasons, flashbacks to old teams, flashbacks to players and amazing seasons that they had. So be on the lookout for those videos because I love doing those kind. I love looking back on stuff. So anyway, I digress. But the Mariners, Whitgiz. Mariners continue their middling success and finish the year with a worse record than last year. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going pretty high on the Mariners this year. I have the Mariners going all the way to the American League Championship season. What the heck am I saying? The American League Championship Series. I am high on the Mariners this year. They're doing pretty good. I mean, they're 6-5. They have an +8 run differential. So they're doing okay so far. I like the way the Mariners look this year. They're kind of, it's the beginning of the season. Not a whole lot going on right now. The Angels are actually looking pretty good. The Astros are off to a pretty tough start. I told all of you my prediction was for the Mariners to win this division and the Astros finally lose it this year. But the Astros, they are off to a bit of a slow start. A -7 run differential. Who would have thought the Oakland A's? I know the A's had a bit like 1 or 2 blowout wins, but I don't really care about that. I see people say stuff like that. Oh, well, those numbers are inflated because of 1 or 2 games. I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at overall numbers because it's like I'm not going to dive so much into that, I'm seeing the Oakland A's, and they got a +14 run differential. That's what I'm looking at. That's pretty cool. Who would have thought? The Oakland A's. Hey, they got some pretty good pitching today. They lost 1-0 today, but they got some good pitching. So, but the Mariners, could they end up finishing with a worse record than last year? If we go back to the 2021 standings, the Mariners last year finished with 90 wins. I have them winning 95 this year. But if we go back to the Mariners, I believe it was the year, 2018? They had 89 wins in 2018. People were thinking, maybe this team could take a step forward in 2019. And if we go look at 2019, they ended up finishing in last place. So, who knows? Could the Mariners have a similar story from 2019? Could they end up taking a step back? We'll have to wait and see. I don't think they're going to. Me personally, I think they're going to be better than last year. I think they just have a really good combination of veteran players, young players. They have offense. They have pitching. They have starting pitching and relief pitching. They got a good all-around team. I like the Mariners this year. I really do. So for me personally, I'm going to sell on that one, but let's go take a look at the numbers, shall we? Let's go take a look at the team rankings right now. So as of right now, offensively, Seattle, they are ranking 8th as of right now in offense. If we take a look at the starting pitching, they are ranking, where are you at, Seattle? Seattle, I can't see. Oh, they're 27th right now in starting pitching. So, no bueno there. They have a 3.49 ERA as with their starting rotation right now, but they have a 5.11 FIP. So, be on the lookout for that. But the xFIP is 4.22. So, we'll have to wait and see. However, also one thing to note with Seattle, their BABIP right now, batting average on balls in play, is a 242. That is pretty low. So that tells me that they're kind of benefiting right now from some good luck. So, and maybe some pretty good defense too. So, but let's take a look at the bullpen. I mean, the Mariners right now, we knew they coming into this season, they had a good bullpen. They're ranking 10th overall. It was so fun. Like I told you all, I'm working on the 2001 Mariners video, and it was so cool looking back at all of their numbers from that year. Man, just really good numbers, really good bullpen that year, a really good offense that year. Starting pitching was, I think, ranked around 10th that year. It was pretty cool looking back on the numbers of the 2001 Seattle Mariners, man. What a team that was, man. But the Mariners right now, they're looking okay. They're looking pretty good right now. I'm not really worried about them at all. They're 6-5 right now. It's way too early. I think personally they are going to finish with a better record. That's just my opinion. I have them at 95 wins. That's not the right season. But they're doing okay. I think they're going to be fine. Let me know what you all think in the chat. Let me know in the comments. Where do you think the Mariners, what record do you think they finish with? Do you think they go higher than 90 wins? Or do you think they go under 90 wins? Let me know what you think. But that leads us to our last hot take of the night. From, I think I'm saying this right, Jarin Pavek. Wait, no, that's not the right one. Dang it. Hold on, everyone. Hold on, everyone. That's not the right one. I forgot to put it. Hold on. I'm fixing it. Hold on a second. There we go. I'm sorry about that, everyone. From Johan, one of our members. No division winner in the American League from last year will win their division this year. Interesting. I like this one. So, taking a look, last year the Rays won the division. I mean, look at this AL East right now. It's a dogfight. We got a four-way tie, or almost a four-way tie right now. The Yankees, did they win tonight? I think, did the Yankees hang on to their win tonight? Yep, Yankees hung on to a win. So, they're now in first. The Red Sox, they're going to lose here eventually. I think that is almost over. Yeah, Blue Jays added on another run, so it's 6-1 as of right now. But going back over here, Tampa Bay, they've won a couple in a row. How are they doing tonight? I'm going to the Red Sox-Rays game this weekend. Me and Josh, we're going to go catch a Red Sox game. He's going to hate every second of it, but it's Randy Arozarena bobblehead night. I can't wait. Well, I wonder what I'm going to do with my Randy Arozarena bobblehead. Oh, you know what I could do? Maybe I could do a giveaway. I'll do a giveaway. Randy Arozarena bobblehead. What am I going to do with Randy Arozarena's bobblehead? I think someone else out there would rather have that instead. So, but the Rays actually won today. They won today, 8-2. Did that game get rained out? It only went 6 innings. Must have gotten rained out. So, but Tampa won last year in the American League East. I mean, a lot of people are going with Toronto. I've seen some people go with the Yankees. I'm personally sticking with the Rays for the division. I just like the Rays. They just always find a way to get it done. So, absolutely, that could happen in the American League East. Again, the hot take here, the division winners from last year in the American League will not win their division this year. Last year, the White Sox won. I'm telling you, everyone, don't sleep on Cleveland. I told all of you coming into this season, I had the Guardians winning 91 games. And everyone was laughing at me. Everyone was thinking, what the heck are you talking about, dude? And they're looking pretty good so far. I know the Twins right now, they're 4-7, but that's a good team. Detroit has a good team. I know they've lost 3 in a row. They lost tonight to the Yankees, but it's a good team. This AL Central could absolutely change hands at the top. A lot of people are sticking with the White Sox. We're going to have to wait and see. And we were just talking about the West earlier. The Astros, they have been the kings of the West for a long time now. But look at the Angels. They've been playing great baseball lately in the first 13 games here. They're off to a great start. The Mariners, up-and-coming team. We just talked about the Mariners here. Could Oakland shock the world, man? They had what? How many people in the stands yesterday? 3,500 people? Oh, man. Are they going to end up moving? Oh, man. I don't know. They had 3,500 people at the game. That is really bad. It's really bad. That's worse than Tropicana. That's horrible. That's really bad. So I don't know, man. Well, maybe a new stadium in Oakland can get, the people rev back up. But then again, man, if people are boycotting, not wanting to go to the Coliseum, because of the way Oakland's running their franchise, maybe they need to move. But I completely buy this hot take. I think you could have a new division winner this year in the American League for every division. I think the only one that might be a little questionable is the White Sox, because I feel like, I think they're the best team in that division, but who knows what could end up happening. They've been having some injuries. Who knows? Maybe these other teams can take advantage, like the Guardians or the Tigers or the Twins. Heck, maybe the Royals could do something. But the West, I had the Astros losing the division this year. I had them being a wild card team. So I completely buy that hot take. But everyone, that's it. That's it for the hot takes tonight. I want to thank you all for coming out. If you can, please hit that like button for me. Where are we at with the likes? We're at 64 likes, everyone. If you can, please hit that like button for me. I want to get to 100 likes for the stream tonight. Also, if you are new, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 22,000 subscribers. We're getting close. We're almost at 21.9K, but we want to get to 22. Let's see if we can do it. Hit the bell notification. Share the stream for tonight. Also, don't forget we have partnerships on the channel now. If you're looking to go to a game this year, use my code HYDE. Get $20 off your first purchase with SeatGeek. And also, go check out Prize Picks. Use my code GINGER. They'll match your deposit 100% using my code. Everyone, that's all I have for tonight. Be back tomorrow. I'm going to be playing a little bit of MLB The Show. I'm going to come and hang out with you guys. I'm going to do a bit of a Q&A. We're going to continue on with the road to the show. I am going to be starting up Franchise in a little bit. Hoping to get the first episode of Franchise posted next week. So probably what I'm going to do with MLB The Show is I'm going to go live with Road to the Show. That way I can kind of, talk with you guys, and I'm not having to focus too much, kind of just more of a hangout. But then I'm going to pre-record Franchise mode. So that way it'll be kind of quicker, to digest and whatnot. So, but everyone, I want to thank you all for coming out for Hot Takes, episode 14. Be back tomorrow night. Check out any of my older videos if you haven't already. But have yourself a great rest of your night, and I'll talk to you next time.